Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Mike Darklighter, and about a month and a half ago, we had a classic shorts contest where anyone could submit a script of a classic short that they would like to see animated for a chance to be animated as our 100,000 subscriber special. We had quite a few submissions, so I'm just going to get right into it. Our first place winner and the person whose script is going to be made into a classic short goes by the username ArtistDove. Now she wrote a script revolving around Bunny and utilizing Infinite in a rather interesting way. This script really spun a good story, and that's what ultimately won it. We really appreciated the creative use of characters here, how this just right from reading it feels like its own alternate universe. It sounded really good. We really appreciated the creative use of the characters and just how much of a story this could really turn out to be, so we really appreciated that. In addition to this great script, she also included an expression sheet for each of the characters that was used in the script. It wasn't necessary to apply for this contest, but she still did it anyway, and for that effort we just had to give it to her. A fantastic script, a fantastic character expression sheet. I know that this one's going to be really good, and we look forward to working with you, ArtistDove. We look forward to bringing this short of yours to life. So congratulations, thank you. We had a second place entrant as well, and for this one they will be receiving a poster render collab done by myself and Flora T, depicting a key scene from their script. Now this one was actually written by a brother and sister who collaborated together, DariusKingofpersians and Pinky Heart. And what they came up with together was a very adorable classic short. They wrote a story of classic Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles working together to get the cookie jar, all the while getting caught by Rosemary Prowler. Something that honestly would fit very well on this channel. Thank you so much for that submission. It was really adorable, and we can't wait to get you your special poster. Thank you so much for entering. Now I also want to go over all the other applicants because I just want to give a very special thanks to everyone who participated in this. So I'm going to be going down the list of everyone who submitted a script. Let's start off with Matthew, who wrote a story about classic Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all going through quite an adventure, from snowy mountains to encountering a lava monster. Except, as it all turns out, they're just playing around in the backyard with Knuckles looking over them while he chills out. I hope I understood that one correctly. Thank you again for your submission, Matthew. Our next submission comes in from GamingChiliHedgehog. Their classic short involved the classics standing outside of Green Hill Zone, with Tails having a detonator, ready for some fireworks. The fireworks would spell out "Thanks for 100,000 subscribers," and then the classics will be accompanied by their modern counterparts as they all break out into a dance party. A very direct and straightforward approach to the 100,000 subscribers special video. Thank you so much for your submission. Next up is Colin, who wrote a little classic short involving Sonic and Sally encountering each other in one of Robotnik's bases. A key scene that comes to mind is Sally noticing the height difference between the two of them. It was quite charming, and I really enjoyed that part. Thank you so much, Colin, for your submission. It does sound like a very interesting story that I would certainly like to hear more about. Next up is Robert, who wanted to shine a spotlight on Knuckles and show that he's quite more clever than people give him credit for. In this classic short, Knuckles sets up a defense mechanism that foils Dr. Robotnik at every turn, preventing him from retrieving the Master Emerald. This will be one time where Knuckles gets his payback on Eggman, once and for all. Thanks again for your submission, Robert. Our next submission comes in from Alex, who also goes by TailsLover100 on YouTube, who is also a patron supporter. Thanks, man. In his classic short, Dr. Robotnik is looking to get back at Sonic by capturing Tails. Classic Knuckles, however, is also on the scene, able to lend some assistance before Sonic can get there. Classic Tails is freed, allowing him to help out Sonic from Eggman's plan, while Knuckles keeps him distracted. And the script ends with the trio getting their bearings and chasing after Robotnik. Thanks, Alex, for your submission on a much more action-oriented script. Next up is Shayjay the Hedgehog, who wrote a story crossover between Sonic the Hedgehog and Herbie from Disney's The Love Bug. In this script, it is a story of trust between Classic Sonic and Herbie. The script involved the two of them involved in a race that turns dangerous, but both of them are able to help the other get to safety. This script is actually derived from a fanfiction that Shayjay is currently working on, as part of a tribute to the late Dean Jones, the star of the original 1969 classic, and in the memory of Herbie's original owner. Thanks again for your submission, Shayjay. I did say to think outside the box on this one. Next up, we have a submission that was actually turned in via Sonic Amino. This one was from Blue Magic. Their script was about Classic Sonic and Classic Knuckles having a dispute, as Classic Knuckles in his clumsiness broke something of Sonic's that he truly valued. The duo decide to split ways, but Tails isn't having it. Tails instead runs away, heartbroken to see both of his friends having such a dispute. Seeing the pain it's caused their friend, Classic Sonic and Classic Knuckles set aside their differences and reunite with Tails, all becoming the best of buds once more. Thank you again, Blue Magic, for your submission. This is very sweet. This next one was submitted to DeviantArt, so I will include a link to it in the description. This was from HNMacgregor, whose short involved Tails going through a psychological journey within himself. There's quite a bit to read, so I recommend checking it out in the description if you're interested. Thanks again, McGregor, for your submission. This final submission was actually made on the very last day of the contest. This was from Valiant Disciple 139, who you can also check out their DeviantArt. You might want to ask them to post up the story from there, because I don't think they've done it. But in any case, their submission was of the classic trio living with their modern counterparts. It starts off innocently enough with Classic Sonic wanting to race Shadow, and needing the help of his friends, Knuckles and Tails, in order to keep up with him. However, it turns out that Shadow was in fact running towards their modern counterparts in order to give them assistance with an enemy, a very familiar enemy. The Classics then lend their support to this fight, showing that they can handle these newer, larger threats. Classic Sonic also goes on to earn the respect from Shadow. Thank you again so much for this submission. It is quite a bit longer, which is one of the reasons why it wasn't able to be made, but still, nonetheless, it was a very great submission. Thank you so much. And I believe that's just about everyone who submitted. Thank you everyone for participating in this contest. If you perhaps left a submission via the comments section of the video and it wasn't read here, I'm sorry, but it wasn't a valid submission that was applied. I did give some instruction on how to handle that one there. I'm sorry about that. Thank you again everyone who participated. Again, our 100,000 subscriber special video will revolve around Artist Dub's script. As we draw ever closer to 100,000 subscribers, I really hope that this completed video will be able to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for sticking by this channel. Thank you everyone. And perhaps next year we can hold a similar contest to this. But thank you again everyone for everything. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for watching everybody. I'd like to also thank each of my patrons, especially my top tier patrons TailsLubber 100 and LineLubber 555. Thanks for being super awesome guys.